Hello. It is 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I don't know, man. I don't know time anymore. And yeah, I just wanted you to hopefully you can see my tan with this light. Um, it's been a while. How are you doing? I hope everybody's good. I'm a little tired, as I'm sure everybody is, because life is life right now. Um, I love making videos, and I'm like, no, today I'm gonna do it. It's my day off. And I miss it, honestly. And I've been thinking about things to talk about, stories and all that, so on and so forth. So hey, if you're new here, welcome. If you're OG subby, then welcome back. And I'm sorry I missed you too. I did. And let's get into the video. How about that? I wanted to show you out some art pieces that I got for my space. One of them right here is from my sister. I gave her some coins for it. I didn't have that much, but I gave her some coins for it. My mom's side of the family is very like artistic and stuff. And as you can see with my sister's painting, I don't think the video and all that stuff is going to give it justice, but I really like the colors and the brush strokes. She's really good at blending colors, because I remember when I tried to paint, it was just one tone for that. I did one of my cat, like, first time painting. But yeah, I really love the whimsical idea of it. I love the pastels. I love the swirls. It gives me like a very relaxed feeling. Like, honestly, I really do love this painting. And I'll link her, I think it's an Etsy, as well as her TikTok. She does like a lot of drawing, a lot of lips and dragons, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Oh yeah, and there's her signature at the bottom. And so upon getting this painting, I commissioned a high school friend of mine, because I haven't seen her in like years, but I followed her on Instagram, and I really love her aesthetic and the colors that she uses. As you can tell, I really love colors. I was not wearing colors like that, but a year and a half ago, and I was like, girl, just wear what you want to wear the colors you want to wear, and just, it's okay if you stand out. Even though, like, I'm like, why are people watching? And I was like, this outfit's pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. So I commissioned Ashley to make me something with Meowth, because he's my favorite Pokemon, and Gatomon, which is my favorite Digimon. I'm very much Digimon head and Pokemon head, second gen for both. And then like myself as a Pokemon trainer, like in the back, just like in there. So she made this, yay! Oh, she put Pikachu in there too. I don't like his that. No, I'm just playing. Pikachu's cute. But I really like it. I love the the little Japan logo right here, and the Brooklyn Maid right there. There's a lot of character, and it's very colorful. I think she put resin or something, make it shiny. But yeah, I really love it. I really love the colors. I'll attach her Instagram, and she does something called Culture Candy. It's like an artistic showcase and stuff. So yeah, I really love it. Love the colors. So I'm gonna put these right here, right now, so my background doesn't look as empty. Yay! Oh, I kind of like it like here, actually. All right, so let's get started. When it comes to Nigerian band, I was looking for a Nigerian band for like banning white and foreign talent. I was curious as to see like what kind of commercials that they had. For what I was looking, I couldn't find it. I found more videos on the band. I think if I probably changed my VPN, I could probably see some, like, like how people found those foreign commercials, the foreign, like, Rastas commercials, you know. But yeah, I was trying to see if I could find a few commercials to get a few examples, but instead I looked into an article, and it was saying that they wanted to just, keep the wealth within their culture, their country and stuff. And on top of that, when you hire people from outside, you have to pay tariffs basically, because you have to import them, and you basically have to pay a fee, just like we pay extra money for imported wines and stuff like that. It's the same thing when it comes to talent. So when it comes to the Nigerian band, I'm like, yo, go for it. Like, on top of that, y'all have enough people in your country to warrant you just using your own talent. Like, you know, even when I went to the recent trip to Tanzania and Zanzibar, when I was in the hotel Johari Rotana, the elevator had like a video, but all I saw in the video was like white people, like white chefs and stuff. And I was like, how y'all gonna show me these chefs when I went to the buffet and I see the chefs all black? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's making the food? Is there a French guy in the back making the food and I didn't see? Because I want him out here, like, in the front serving my omelets if he in there. Because this is false advertising at this point. And on top of that, when I was there, I saw a lot of, I don't know, I think it was Chinese characters, you know, like when they're writing. So I was like, okay, so there's a lot of influence of like Asian influence as well. So you know, I mean, everybody's been influenced, but I saw like a lot of technology that was like from Asia. Um, and yeah, there was a lot. There was also like Asian people in the commercial, white people in the commercial, and I was just like, not like, haha, funny, but but it was interesting. It was interesting. Um, so yeah, with the ban, I'm like, go for it. Keep your money circulating within your country. You have enough people, enough wealth to actually like, you know, spread it about. And for anybody who's like, oh, xenophobic, you're xenophobic, and so on and so forth, when the shoe's on the other foot, then it's like, oh, now you see how it is, or how it feels to, how it is to be wrong, and like, you know, keep people out of certain circles. So now when it's happening to you, then it's like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, wow, it's crazy how you can't see the humanity within everybody. Wow, it has to happen to your people for you to be like, oh, it doesn't feel so good now, does it? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for those people who are xenophobic about these, who are saying it's xenophobic, like, get your cousins out of the motherlands is what I'm saying. Now, to that point, let me just say that at first I was like, those people, you know, we know who it's coming from, so you should probably get your cousins out of the motherland, you know, especially, you know, when you was growing up, they'd be like, oh, go back to Africa. And you're like, okay, but can you go to Africa, especially the South, and tell your cousins to get out, you know, especially the ones who acting like they come onto somebody else's mainland and then have the audacity to say that you don't belong here. That's when I'm just like, but get your cousins. So then, before I made the video, and this is why I feel like I should just post bi-weekly, is because when I take the time to do things, then I peep like things to add into the video. So I was just browsing on Instagram, and then I saw this girl talk about Orania. Orania, that's what it is. And she was like, oh, they don't even have Nelson Mandela on the dollar because they're racist and so on and so forth. Now, I was like, let me look into this before I post this Nigeria band video, because I don't want it to just be about the band. There's like multiple levels across the board that I think we can definitely talk about. And when I looked into Orania, I was like, oh, okay, it's not as bad as this girl made it seem on TikTok. If you're looking at it in a broader lens.
There is a town in South Africa today, August 14th, 2022, that only allows white people. It's a white-only town, so no black people are allowed. Don't go there if you're black. You just, yeah. Oh, it's legal, by the way. It is legal. It's called Orania. You can go Google it. One sec. I'm everyone. Oh, and they have their own currency as well, because how do I want to buy bread and Nelson Mandela is the one on the paper? Not us, not in Orania.
Orania, it's only white people only in that town. And it's because it's in the Orange River, and I think it was, don't quote me on everything, because I was really trying to understand what they're talking about, how apartheid was part of it. I think it was a prime minister that bought it during apartheid, and under the recognition of it being like, oh, this is not discriminating on race, it's about keeping our culture and stuff intact, because it was a lot of German and, is it German? It was a lot of French settlers and oh dang, sorry. If I'm gonna just put it on there if I remember. But there's a lot of European settlers, and they were just coming from escaping like the British rule and so on and so forth. So I think it was German and French. So they made a little town after this prime minister purchased it to keep their culture, and it's on off the Orange River. I think I said that it's off the Orange River, and it's like a population of like 2,000. So of Afrikaners, and at first I was like, okay, this is a little sus. But I mean, when they talked about the rules of the town, like they have their own system and all that, it's in the middle of the desert, and they screen everybody who's in the community, which was interesting to just make sure that the town is good. Now, you of course know a lot any bad egg could slip through, and I hope that if there is a bad egg in the community, that they do kick them out, because if you want to have a nice thriving town, and you got to have a good system so that everybody you know falls in line, and not in like an aggressive way, but just to keep the place growing. And so far, what I read is that they have been growing exponentially. Like the guy was like, yeah, we've been growing 10% every year. And he's like, listen, we're not racist, just nobody of any other ethnicities has pulled up. And on top of that, which I also find is very interesting, is that they they they're keeping it as is, because they don't want keeping it as is in terms of like who's in the community, because they want to like take away from the cheap labor, when they would hire, like a lot of places would hire like Africans, just black Africans, because it's just cheaper labor, and they know that they can exploit it. So they're like, no, we're gonna use the labor for our people. You will see white people mopping, sweeping, all that, doing the cashier work, so on and so forth. So they would just want to keep it in the community, basically. So yeah, if you do want to go there, then I guess I don't know if it's a town tour because it's in the middle of the desert, but if you ever did want to join and you're from Africa and you're not too far from Orania, you gotta get screened. I don't know if there's ever gonna not be discrimination. It's always gonna be difficult to be the only person that looks a certain way in any community, or at least a few. And I would just leave them as is and keep it as is. I wouldn't even try to be like, I'm gonna try to, it's just like, leave it alone, honestly. And the fact that they have their own government system and everything, I'm like, I mean the land was already bought, but I think we should all get more into buying land, honestly, at this point, if we can. Because the way that the system is systeming, especially New York City, these prices is going up. I think the UK is going through the same thing. Like everywhere's going through the same thing. It's like we need the government to step in and tell these landlords to chill out. Like, y'all been making money on people's head for years. Like, you're good. You're better off than most people. And the way the government needs to step in about this minimum wage is criminal. How are we gonna survive at this point? Yo, I'm stressed. I'm stressed, y'all. Anyways, I hope that the Orania system is working well. These people not gonna be stressed like us out here. Power to them for having their own community. Let me know what y'all think about this ban of foreigners. At first I was looking for the Orania thing, like, oh, I'm about to add this to the video for smoke. And then when I read into it, I was like, oh, that's cool. They got their own community. Cool. Keep your people happy. Like, it's fine. Like, you gotta look out for your own, honestly. And I think that a lot of us could take a note from that, but the government system is not going. The U.S. system isn't gonna let us have our own way. They're gonna just, I don't know. The discrimination and racism runs deep. That if you even start to like do better, I swear they're gonna send spies or something to like just like Seneca Village and all those places. They're gonna just light it on fire, because they don't want you to have anything good. The way that that's embedded in the system, they just really don't want you to do better. And the level of propaganda and subtext that they're sending out to people, and the way that people listen, and in their subconscious, is criminal. Because we could do better and we could help each other out, but we choose not to. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, that's why you gotta create your own tribe. Doesn't matter what race, creed, or religion. Just create your own tribe, guys. because the way that the American system got their hands in everything, we just gotta do our own thing and have our own people around us. But yes, thank you for watching. Tell me what you think. Make sure you look and compliment my lovely posters. You know, this is a different side of the room that I'm on. Oh, I got this top, by the way, from Shein. I love this. This one actually feels really nice. And then I got these pants from Target. I bought them before the trip. And these pants are easy breezy, beautiful, cover girl, light and refreshing. If I find it, I'll link it. If I don't, then find it online. But y'all, make sure you take care of yourself, drink some more water. I have the Africa trip, you know, in my head, and I'm thinking how to break it down and all that, so I just gotta write it down. And have me a jolly good time editing. Just doing a little background and stuff like that. So, thank you for watching. Hope y'all are good. Also, these are my Labor Day nails. This is the show. Okay, bye.